Hey everybody, we are going to hit a metabolic conditioning workout. Let's start with some inchworms to warm up the body with a couple shoulder taps. So try to keep those legs straight, tuck your chin, go all the way down vertebrae by vertebrae into a plank. When you're doing those shoulder taps, try not to sway your hips from side to side. Keep that core nice and tight, neck's in line with the spine. Good. Nice and easy here, warming up the shoulders, the core, the legs. We're going to have a pretty intense workout today, but it's going to be such a great calorie burn. Every move that we're going to do today is going to be a minute long, and we are going to do all the moves back to back, 7 of them. We're going to take a minute break. Then we're going to do them all again, and then we're going to do a cool down. All right. Last one, hold it here. Bring that right leg forward into a runner's lunge. Twist open, reach tall, and then reach back to open that shoulder. Go ahead and switch legs. Sink those hips down. Open up those hip flexors a little bit. Open up that psoas. Good, let's do this a few more times. Reach, make sure that knee's over that ankle. Good, opposite side. One more time, each side. Open it up, open that chest. Reach tall. Good, back into that plank. Just go ahead and walk those hands all the way back up and roll up. As quickly as you can, transition. Use some light weights here. I've got 5-pound weights. You're going to come into a sumo position, toes turned out. You're going to pulse, and as you pulse, your hands are going to go front, side, front, down. 60 seconds here. Make sure those arms are no higher than shoulder height. And when they come out to the side, they're not all the way to the side. You're going to be able to see them. So they're going to be at a slight angle in front of your shoulders. I know it's already starting to burn. It takes a few minutes for those muscles to warm up. We're almost done here. Just a few more seconds. If you need to, drop the weights. And don't forget to smile. You chose to work out today. Almost there. Breathe. Our next move is going to be a chest press and pullover. Get ready to lift a little bit heavier. I've got 8-pound weights here. We're going to take it to the ground. Those weights are together. You're going to bring a closed grip, bring them down, and then overhead. So you're working your chest here nice and slow, and those lats as we pull it back. Make sure you press that lower back into the mat, okay, all the way down to the ground. Keep that core nice and tight. Again, I have to base this off of what I can do with my lat pullover. I can do chest press heavier, but because we're going both, you're going to want to go with the weight that fits the weaker exercise of the two. Good, keep going. Good, exhale as you push up. And as you bring it back to center, we've got about another 10 seconds. Keep that back down. Great job. We're going to transition up into reverse lunges. Here we go. Grab one weight. This is a 10-pound weight. You're going to step back with that leg that's holding the weight. Good. And as you step together, you're going to push it up overhead. You'll notice in this unilateral lateral training that your core does a lot of work, right? So the first 2 might be a little unstable as your core has to adjust to the weight being on one side. Just keep it nice and tight. Bring that back knee down, 30 seconds each side. If it's not challenging enough, you can go up in weights, switch, and go. You guys are doing great. Keep that focus. Working that core here. extra little bonus. We got your shoulders going, your core, your legs, your glutes, everything at once. I love these exercises when you put them together. Good. Coming up on deadlifts and curls, you can go heavy here. I've got 12 pounds. As you lower, keep those weights close to your legs and keep that back nice and flat. Squeeze your glutes as you come up, nice and slow with those curls. Good. If you need to drop down to just one curl, you can. Okay, I just want to keep your elbows in by your side as you curl. Don't swing them. Don't use momentum. Tuck your tailbone. Keep that core nice and tight. Good. We're here for a full minute. If you need to drop the weights to something lighter, you can do that at any time. Just want you to get a couple of heavier lifts in first, and then we'll grow in strength as we continue to do this. Got about 10 seconds left. You might want to drop down to a lower weight for this next set. Here we go. We've got burpees with 2 tricep kickbacks. I've got 8 pounds. You're going to jump back into a burpee, come up, hinge, and 2 tricep kickbacks, stand up. Now you can do this at any tempo that you want, okay? Whatever feels comfortable for you. Keep those elbows high, squeeze those triceps every time you kick back. Good, neck stays in line with the spine. Keep that plank solid, good. Awesome job, guys. You're doing fantastic. Nice and controlled here. Don't rush it. Good form. Quality over quantity here. Almost there, guys. Just a few more seconds. One more. Yes. Let's transition down to the ground for an overhead weighted crunch. You're going to come up, lift one leg, and then reverse. You can flex your foot or point it, whatever is easier for you. I'm going to show you the modification. You're just going to lift those shoulders up, okay? If you can't do that full sit-up, this is going to be just as good. Here we go, back to the traditional, nice and slow. Exhale as you come up, squeeze those abs. Try to keep this tempo if you can. You got about 15 seconds left. Keep breathing as you exhale up. Inhale on the way down. We've got one more move, guys. That is it. We've got some weighted scorpion kicks coming up in 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and take a light weight. Put it in the crease of your knee. You can flex your foot or point it, whichever one helps you keep it in there better. Nice and slow, you're going to keep your hips square to the ground. You're going to squeeze that core. Neck is in line with your spine, so you're looking just in front of your hands. I know it burns. We've got 30 seconds on each side. Keep going. You've got this, just a few more seconds, I know. And switch. If this gets to be too much on your wrists, you are welcome to drop down to your forearms. Whatever works better for you. Again, flex or point the foot. You're doing great. We're almost done. You're going to get a minute break as soon as this move is over. You've got just about 10 more seconds. Core stays tight. You can do this. It never gets easier. We just get stronger. And relax. Take it back into a child's pose. You can stay here for the full minute, but it's better for you to get up and walk around. Grab some water. Hydration is super important. I want you to understand that it's okay to be breathless during this workout. It is an intense workout and we are doing a lot of work. So Take this minute, walk around, stretch out when you need to. We're going to repeat the entire sequence, all 7 moves with no break. Now that you know the moves, maybe you can transition a little bit faster between them. Maybe you can change out your weights. If they're not challenging you enough, you can go up a little bit. If they were too heavy, to drop a little bit. And you can always start and change during the exercise as well, okay? Here we go. Just a few more seconds. Let's bring it up. 3, 2, 1. Back into those sumo pulses with raises. This is the exercise that actually makes me the most breathless, which is why I do it first. Because if I was to do it last, it'd be really challenging. Keep going here. You are so much stronger than you think you are. Your mind is what controls everything. Make sure you tell it how strong you are. Don't give up. Don't quit. You chose to do this workout. You are here for a reason, so don't give up on yourself. Good job, guys. Just a few more seconds here. Remember, we're going to go ahead and transition into that closed grip chest press with the pullover. In 3, 2, 1. Take it down to the mat. Quick transition. I've got 8s. Here we go. Closed grip chest press. And we're going to do that pullover. Good. Gaze is straight up. Back is flat into the mat. You're doing great. I like to put this move after the other one to try and catch your breath a little bit. If you're feeling like you're struggling on the second round, take a second, switch out your weights or drop them and keep going. We've got those reverse lunges with the single arm presses coming up soon. Almost there. Hold on to it. 3, 2, 1. Great job. All right, here we go. Rack it up. Step it back. Push all the way up. Again, it's going to take 1 or 2 reps to get that core engaged to make up for all the weight on that one side. But you got this. Make sure you're taking a deep enough step back, lowering that back knee as low as you can to the mat. We all have different ranges. It's okay. Just keep that chest lifted, those shoulders down. Great job. Switch sides and let's rock it out. Finish strong, guys. The next move is going to be those deadlifts with the 2 curls. One of my favorite moves because it actually works and stretches your hamstrings, which always feel amazing when you're using a lot of your lower body in a workout. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Go heavy here if you can. Keep those weights nice and close. 2 curls. Nice and slow at your own pace. If you want to keep that heart rate up, you can speed it up just a tad, but do not lose that form. Keep that back nice and flat. Squeeze that booty on the way up. Squeeze those biceps. Try not to use momentum. And when you're here, stick that booty back. Really feel that stretch. You're doing great. Keep going. We only have 3 moves left, guys. How are you feeling? If you need to pause, take a quick break, take a sip of water, get right back into it. We're almost ready to transition. 3, 2, 1. I drop to my 8s. Here we go. Burpee with tricep kickbacks. Again, This is the same as the curls. If you want to drop to just one, that's perfectly fine. To modify the burpee, all you're going to do, instead of jumping back with 2 feet, is you're just going to step back with 1. That's going to take any excess bounce out of it to make it low impact, okay? So you're just going to place your hands down, step back with 1 foot, and then step back in, and then you just alternate between the two. Make sure you keep those elbows high as you work those tricep kickbacks. Keep that neck in line with your spine. Great job. We're almost done. You got this. All right, we've got that overhead weighted crunch coming up in 3, 2, 1. Transition as fast as you can. And again, take it all the way up and lower. I like these slower. I like that it keeps you under that tension for longer. Really work those abs, that entire core girdle. Again, here's the modification. Try to get those shoulder blades up, but you're not doing that full sit-up. Both are going to do the job. Do whatever you can. Make sure you last that full 60 seconds. I want you to get the most out of this workout that you possibly can. All right, we only have one more move after this, and then we've got to cool down, and then we're done. You're doing amazing. Just keep going. Exhale on the way up. Inhale on the way down. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. Take that light weight. Put it in the back of your knee. Flex or point. And let's hit those scorpions. Yes. Now, if you don't want to use a weight, just take the weight out. That's totally fine. I just want to make sure your hips stay square to the ground and that you don't have a huge arch in your back. You're going to have a little bit, but try to tilt that pelvis under and just make it as flat as you can. Again, you can come down to your forearms if you want to. All right, switch legs. Quick transition and begin. Last 30 seconds. Make this count. You can do hard things. You chose to show up today. You were doing amazing. Don't give up on yourself. You deserve this, and you definitely deserve the cool down that's just right around the corner. Just keep going. Keep that core tight. Exhale on the way up. You've got this. You're almost done. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Good job. Take it all the way down into child's pose. I like to bring my hands up by my neck just for a second. Relax those shoulders, and then walk it over to the right. Back to center and over to the left. Back to center. Reach those fingers out. All right, come around to your glutes. This is an awesome, awesome stretch for your glutes. I love this. You're going to place your foot on your opposite knee, right on that thigh above the knee, and you're going to flex your foot and you're just going to push forward. If you want to make it a little deeper of a stretch, bring that foot closer to your glute and you're just going to hold. I know it doesn't look like much, but when you're doing it, man, it feels amazing. Good. Hold it here. Good. Push that chest forward. It's one of my favorite stretches of all time. It really, really stretches those glutes out, and you'll be thankful the next day so that you can get up and down off the toilet without too much struggle. All right, we're going to take it and open up those hip flexors. We're going to push those hips forward. Open up your chest. Feel that nice stretch. Keep pushing those hips forward. Good. Let's switch sides. Knees right over that ankle. Upper back stretch. Drop your shoulders away from your ears. Enjoy this stretch. One of my favorites too. And let's take it up. Shoulder stretch. Hold it over nice and tight. Deep breath in. And exhale. Let's take it up overhead into a tricep stretch. Good. Let's do that on the opposite side. Hold it. Your shoulders did a lot of work today with those presses and the planks and the burpees. Overhead tricep stretch. Good. Let's take it down into a quad stretch. If you need to hold on to a chair, a counter, or the wall, or put your hand up by your ear to help with balance, go ahead and do that. And kick that foot forward. Little hamstring stretch. Make sure you press your glutes backwards. You're really going to feel that stretch in the back of your leg. Let's do the opposite side. I am so proud of you guys today. You showed up, you put in the work, and that's how you're going to get results. Take it down, hamstring stretch. I am here for you every step of the way. If you have questions, please feel free to leave a comment, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can.